Hello, this is Callista, also known as Magical Girl Me. Today I'm making a video about a topic that surprisingly tends to come up pretty often in my adventures online, and that is how to do chores in Lolita fashion. As someone who has a full-time job during the week, the weekends are really the only time that I get a chance to wear Lolita fashion. As probably most of you, the really only time I have to do anything else, such as chores or errands, happens to be the weekend as well. So I end up doing some of my household chores in Lolita. Here are my 5 tips on how to do chores in Lolita fashion. The type of chores that I tend to do while in Lolita involve dishes, laundry, dusting, and organizing. I really don't do anything super labor intensive while in Lolita fashion. So these are my tips that are really centered around those types of household chores. In a future video, I hope to do some maybe involving outdoor chores and things like that, but let's just stick for the inside for now. Tip number 1, wear comfortable shoes. You're probably not going to see them anyway. No one else is probably going to see them. It's okay to get comfortable. I tend to wear a tea party shoe or a heel without a wide or high heel, just because I find those really comfortable. That is only if my neighbors downstairs are not home. I don't want to be walking around in heels if they happen to be trying to enjoy their weekend. If that's the case, I have a lovely pair of pastel pink slippers that I wear just to really muffle the sound when I'm moving about, and it's pink so it still matches my coordinate. Tip number 2 is to wear a simple petticoat. You do not need a poof monster to clean. You just need just enough to make sure it's still Lolita fashion and that your skirt and dress is nice and poofy, but not so much that it's going to be difficult for you to maneuver or for you to be able to see what you're doing. Tip number 3 is to wear an apron. I put this on my wish list on Amazon and my mom got it for me and it's absolutely perfect. I love the color and the lace and the frills, and best of all, it's an apron. So if I'm doing dishes or cooking, I don't have to worry about getting anything on my dress. It helps to minimize any backsplash, unwanted water, and other sorts of things. Tip number 4, say no to Brando. This also includes pieces that you particularly like, even if they're not from a Japanese name brand. So I have Angelic Pretty's Melty Cream Donut, and it's one of my favorite dresses of all time, and I don't wear it when I clean. It's just not worth it. It really is just not worth it. What if something happens to it? I know I'm doing simple chores, but the threat is still there. I just tend to wear something more simplistic, like a skirt or a solid dress. I do happen to wear a dress such as this one that is a print. I know that this dress is easy to replace. I can get it directly from the seller in a set size, in the colorway that I want, fairly easy. So it's not something I have to really worry about. It's just not worth it. You could look adorable, but I just would hate for it to happen to me, and I don't want it to happen to anyone else either. Tip number 5, which is my last tip, which is go simplistic with your hairstyle. If you're using your natural hair, feel free to style it so it's still cute, but it's your natural hair, so you don't have to worry so much about bending over and having your wig get caught in anything. I personally refuse to wear Lolita without a wig, just because my hair is fairly uninteresting for the fashion, so I wear a wig. So the wigs that I tend to wear are very short cut, or if I'm wearing something a little longer like I am now, I just don't add any additions to it. So this wig that I have from Bodyline comes with 2 blonde curly pigtails, and I just chose not to wear those today. So it's still manageable, but it's still a really cute addition to my coordinate. And there you have it. There are my 5 tips on how to clean in Lolita fashion. I hope you found these helpful. I would love to have you share any tips that you have about cleaning in Lolita fashion. Again, if you can choose not to wear Lolita and clean, I absolutely support that. It's just handy for me if I only have 48 hours to have as free time that I can get away and sneak a cute coordinate in there as well. I would absolutely love to hear your experiences or questions about cleaning in Lolita. Again, I'm hoping to do maybe a couple more videos about chores outside as well. I really appreciate you watching today, and I hope you stay frilly.